Joseph didn't wake up that morning thinking, today feels like a good day to be thrown into a pit. He was just following his brothers, trying to belong, trying to be faithful, and then everything changed. They grabbed him, stripped him of his coat, the same coat that once made him feel special, now lying useless on the ground. And before Joseph could fully understand what was happening, he was pushed down into a pit. No warning, no explanation, just darkness. Joseph sat there, dust clinging to his skin, his heart pounding louder than his thoughts. He looked up. The opening was small, just enough light to remind him that the world was still moving without him. And Joseph must have thought, God, surely this is a misunderstanding, because this didn't look like a dream coming true. It looked like a dream being buried. Above him, voices echoed, not voices of concern, not voices of regret, just conversations about food, about plans, about what to do with him. Imagine hearing people debate your future while you are sitting in a hole. That kind of silence changes a person. Then suddenly, movement. Joseph was pulled up, and for one brief moment, hope flickered. Maybe they've changed their minds. But no, he wasn't rescued. He was sold. Just like that. Not as a brother, not as a son, but as a property. Joseph was handed over to strangers. Rough hands, unfamiliar faces, rope around his wrist. And there's the painful part. His brothers watched him leave. No goodbye, no apology, no explanation. Joseph walked away, not knowing where he was going. The land changed, the language changed. Every familiar thing disappeared behind him. And now Joseph was walking with a caravan. Feet sore, heavy heart, future unknown. Let's pause here for a second, because Joseph could have stopped walking. He could have resisted, collapsed, given up, but he didn't. Sometimes faith doesn't look like confidence. Sometimes faith looks like taking the next step anyway. Days passed. The desert stretched endlessly ahead. And eventually, Joseph reached a foreign land, a place he didn't choose, a place that didn't feel like home. Tall buildings, strange faces, busy streets. Joseph stood there, small against a massive city, thinking, how did I end up here? No family, no safety net, no explanation from God, just silence. But here is the quiet truth. This story whispers to us. Joseph wasn't forgotten in the pit. He wasn't forgotten on the road, and he wasn't forgotten in that foreign land. He was being positioned, not comfortably, not gently, but purposefully. And maybe you are listening to this, feeling like Joseph, thrown into situations you didn't choose, walking roads you never planned to walk, standing in places that feel unfamiliar and unfair. If that's you, this story is telling you something important. Being thrown away does not mean being forgotten. Sometimes the pit is not punishment, it's a transition. And sometimes the journey you resent is the one preparing you for a future you can't yet see. Have you ever felt like life pushed you somewhere you didn't ask for, only to later realize it was shaping you?